So welcome back everyone, Mike here. Beautiful evening here in Pennsylvania. Although tonight I should be in the garage kind of cleaning up, getting ready for the party that's just a little over a week away. But part of me kind of wants to head out in the woods and work on the trail. So I think the only solution to the problem is flip a coin. Heads, work in the garage. Tails, go work on the trails. In the last video that I used this brush hog in, I could hear a little squeaking. I think that's where it's coming from. These ones get dry pretty quick back here. And by the way, I did not get my DeWalt grease gun yet. That's what I decided to go with, is the DeWalt. Only reason is because I have those, you know, I got the drill, I got the impact driver, everything in a 20 volt VMAX. So I'm going to go ahead and get the DeWalt. Remember like last week or something, I did a video testing a forestry helmet. We dropped an 11-pound piece of white oak on it. If you didn't see it, I'll put that video up above. But when I did that video, I thought to myself, I should really wear this helmet when I'm out in the woods working on the tractor. You know, with the grapple, you're pushing on trees and doing things. And the other night I forgot to wear it, but tonight I'm taking it with me. When you are doing work like this, you know, like brush hogging trails out in the woods, there's a lot more obstacles. It's a lot different than if you're just out mowing in a field or something. Like right here, look, I got to go around that tree right there so the ROPS doesn't hit it. Then the front of the tractor swings real wide. It's like everything else I always say, just slow and steady, because you can definitely bang things up if you're not careful. This area through here, it's not real bad. You know, it's not real high vegetation or anything like that. Like I said the other day in a video, I like to keep this stuff mowed down. One, keeps it from getting away from you, but two, it really helps out with the ticks when you're out walking on the trails and things like that. If you can keep your trails mowed down real well, you don't have those little buggers sticking to you quite as often.
He got down on one knee, 11, 12, 11, and her tears welled up, and her heart jumped to heaven. It was supposed to rain, but there's clear skies today. She was a rare gem, Romanian descent. He was a good man, gave her every compliment she deserved. Yeah, he treated her like a queen. He said, come with me, my darling beauty. Let's spend our lives together, and I love you always, through every doorway. Beaches and sunshine cities, moonlight I will. Well, it couldn't have been more perfect than this. Their emotions, world in bliss, like a wave built from the center of the sea. In the evening, they came home in shock. They had spoken what they always thought was a boundless love from the start. She said, come with me.
What do you think?
My darling.
Yeah.
Did you get it on video?
No, there was one snorted at me over
She
there.
was just snorting at Piper, and Piper's ears went back like, where's you, man?
I'm not out here for any
I
trouble.
don't want any trouble.
Yeah, it was down here, kind of bothered by me, and then I knew it was, you'd probably run into it up there. It's coming along, huh?
Yeah, it looks great.
And what's nice is, it really helps with the ticks and stuff.
Yeah.
Not brushing up against you.
Well, and just the, I don't know what's in the grass. When I was hiking at the Ohio Pal last weekend, did I tell you I saw the biggest snake I've ever seen in my life?
Really?
Yeah, ever.
We're not fans of snakes.
No.
I don't mind a snake if I see it like
huge.
20 feet away and then I can walk up to it. I
Like-
don't like when I almost step on them.
We've had like 6-foot black snakes. That's big. This was big around and long, and I almost stepped on it. It was awful. But anyways, I don't know what's in the grass, and like this here, you know, twig like tripping or
Yeah.
cutting up on my legs. So I think that's good. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
These are those jeans I bought at the Goodwill, and they were kind of like,
They didn't know if they wanted to be shorts or pants.
right, so they're just kind of shorts.
Nice.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I'm going to head down over the hill, and I should be back in half hour, 45 minutes or so.
Okay. The bugs bothering you or anything?
Bugs don't bother me.
Bother spray? Spray yourself up. All right, let's go, Pipers. See ya.
Alright, I've been working my way out the ridge here. At this point, I'm right at the top of a hill. Now this first section, it's not real steep, but as you go down the hill, it gets steeper and steeper, then kind of levels off at the bottom. But anyway, normally I like to back down these hills. So what I did right there, I just moved that one log out of the way with the grapple. Now I'm going to turn the tractor around and start backing down this hill. I have found, you know, when you're trying to go back up the hill, it's much easier to go forwards than it is backwards. So at this point, I'm getting to the really steep part of the hill. Like I said earlier, normally I like to back down these hills, but as you can see, I got one little, I think that's a red pine laying across the trail. It's dead, fell over. So I'm going to go down frontwards, push it out of the way with the grapple, and I'm running the brush hog as I head down the hill. So I got that little red pine out of the way. I start backing back up the hill here a little bit. And right about at this point right here, watch your tractor just kind of slide to the side just a little. I broke traction. No big deal. I could tell, you know, it's a little bit wetter than what I thought. But I'm looking at that cherry that's laying across the trail. It's about 3 or 4 feet off the ground down in front of me. So I'm like, I'm just going to head down there, push that one out of the way as well. So this isn't a very big tree, but it's still connected to the ground. It's just kind of bent over. And when I tried pulling on a little bit, tractor sliding sideways a little bit here, so I started to rethink this plan right here. Let go of it, and I'm just going to go around it, go back down to the bottom of the hill, or go the whole way to the bottom of the hill, get turned around so I can come back up. So I got turned around and I'm headed back up the hill here. Got to fight with this tree here a little bit, get out of my way. And I'm thinking to myself, I just need to get to the top of this hill because I can tell, you know, I'm getting a little bit of wheel spin. It's a little bit wetter than what I thought. So far so good, but you can see the tractor will kind of start sliding over to the side a little bit. And all of a sudden that's about it right there. I'm not going to go much further. So I tried the differential lock. Wasn't happening. I got all 4 tires spinning, so I decided to use the grapple. And this actually works really, really well. I'm using the top part of the grapple. Watch, I just kind of stick it in the ground here. I can pull myself ahead about 2 feet at a time, maybe even 3 feet at a time. But without that grapple moving forward, I don't think I would have got up this hill. That was a close one, that really was. For a minute there, I thought I may have to call Melissa to come pull me out again, and that would have been like twice in 2 weeks. That would have been bad. This hill is very steep. I mean, much steeper than what it appears on video, believe me. And normally on this hill, what I'll do, I'll back down the hill, and it's still kind of wet. The rest of the trail was pretty decent, but this section's pretty damp, and you've got this dark, deep, rich topsoil right there. Kind of hard to get good traction in there, especially with the R4 tires. Like I was saying, normally I would back down this hill. The tractor will pull better coming forward, back up the hill. But I had this little cherry tree sticking out on the trail down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But I went down frontwards. I was going to grab it with a grapple, get it out of the way. And when I tried backing up with that tree, I broke traction a little bit. And at that point, I knew this might not be good. So I ended up going around the tree, went down to the bottom of the hill, got turned around. And before you say, why didn't I go out the other end of the trail? That's not opened up yet. I'd be out there all night trying to get that opened up. So I turned around, tried to come back up the hill. And when I hit this spot right here, it really started spinning. I knew I was kind of in trouble at that point. And I was trying to step on the differential lock, and you know, it's real steep, and you're trying to steer it at the same time. And then it dawned on me, you know, first I used a grapple, the bottom part of the grapple, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got a big claw on the front of it. So I just tilted the grapple out, used the top part, and kind of drug myself up the hill with it. That worked really, really well. But I'm glad I'm out of there right now because it's going to get dark here soon. And I didn't want to be messing around with this all evening. I'm going to head back up to the tractor there. I want to show you how that worked out. That's pretty good. I don't know how well you could see on camera exactly what I was doing, so I'm going to show you again. When I was stuck on that hill, I wasn't too worried about the camera, to tell you the truth. So I just put the tractor in neutral there, didn't even have it in gear, and I'm still on a grade right here, not near as steep as what I was, but you can see that grapple, using that top, you know, that top piece like that, you can pull yourself right ahead with it if you get in trouble. Anyway, I really dodged a bullet there. That could have ended a lot differently. It really could have. I'm glad to be back up here on top of the hill. It's getting dark. What I'm gonna do now to wrap this video up, I'll stick a camera on the tractor here somewhere and give you a view of this trail, what I have done so far. And I think that's about it, but I'm glad it all worked out. And I wanna thank everybody for watching. And like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.